Imagine you're far away from home for a period of time. What might you miss the most? Perhaps your family, your friends, and most likely the food that reminds you of all of them. That's why they're called comfort foods. They're associated in your brain with happy and comforting emotions. The desire for food from home goes deeper than just craving certain taste. Food is an important piece of how we define culture, and they're therefore a piece of how we see ourselves as people. For many immigrants, food forms part of their identities. The existence of over 41,000 Chinese restaurants in the United States today comes out of a long and rich history of food being linked to racialized identities of Chinese laborers. Many studies have researched the history of Chinese helping build the transcontinental railroad, but little is known about their culinary journey. In fact, in the late 19th century, many racist comments about the Chinese were based on food, such as these people were eating dogs, cats, and even rats. White Americans perceived Chinese food as both inferior and different, and in turn saw the Chinese in the same light. Fascinated by this historical fact, many Chinese I learned that they actually work as domestic servants to cook for American families. My research worked with materials such as historical newspaper. One article mentioned the common opinions of Chinese who made the best apple pies in America, a compliment that contradicted their racial identity as Chinese. So I decided to research the spaces of food production for Chinese immigrants. I want to explore how Chinese entrepreneurs exhibited their racial identity through culinary practices in the Victorian American homes they worked at, in their own homes and restaurants they built later. I'm interested in learning how these new immigrant experiences and growing traditions shape the physicality and experience of the building environment and made in Chinese, American, or hybrid. As a matter of fact, my previous studies of Chinese restaurants and Hmong homes in Milwaukee revealed that Chinese and Hmong immigrants adapted houses were built for earlier European immigrants in order to accommodate traditional cooking. My dissertation, I present to you a different Chinese immigration story, a story that shows the ironies of American racism represented through food and architecture. And more importantly, I hope to develop a more compassionate understanding of immigrants in America who help establish a nation with a culinary diversity more than any other nations on the globe. Thank you.